Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Chainlink. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous Chainlink update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Watch that, like I said, and yeah, let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at Chainlink on the daily chart, the Fibonacci retracement that I have here is the one that I've had for quite a while now with the swing high in May, and the swing low was, where is it? All the way down here in May as well. So May 2021 high, May 2022 low, and we have our golden ratio at $22.3. That's going to be a very important zone for us to break through, because if we get rejected from there and we fail to go higher, there's a good chance we might see a very strong pullback down before we sort of gear up, get more power, get more energy for that strong break to the upside. So the golden ratio is something to keep an eye on. If you want to swing trade, potentially sell and buy back at a lower price, this could be the area where you can do that. But be very careful with swing trades near the bottom of the bear market, because we can see a very quick recovery, just like we did here in July of 2021, where people think that it's going to come back down, they start taking profits, and it just doesn't come down and continues going up, and you get something like this. So you don't want to miss out on all this potential profit just because you were greedy and you wanted to make 50 extra bucks. That's all I'm saying, because I've been in that situation and I'm just trying to help you out. Now, taking a look at the channel up pattern that we have here, the yellow channel up pattern, and we did lose it. Like I said, channel up patterns are usually broken to the downside, and that's exactly what happened here. We did have a nice fake out over here and the second fake out over here in November, and this was a good opportunity to take some profits, because based on this second Fibonacci retracement that I have, you can see that I have a swing high here, which we printed in August, and I have the swing low. Where's the swing low? Swing low is over here, which we printed in August as well. So you had this retracement to the downside. From there, you started moving to the upside, you kind of went back down, and you started pumping, and you went exactly to the high of August. You retested that. So you basically created a double top pattern here. So you have your first top, you have your second top, and from there you got rejected back down. So this was a nice opportunity to swing trade Chainlink, but you were breaking out of the channel up pattern. So I understand if you wanted to play it safe and not sell once you're breaking out. That's totally understandable. I don't think I swing traded this as well. I can't remember now, but right now we're moving back down. We're below the channel. We may start coming up here and retesting the channel's support as resistance. And yeah, that's something that could happen, because usually once we lose a support level like this one over here, you lose that and you start bumping your head on it and you start getting rejected and suppressed back down, and eventually you make your way to where you retrace from, which was this low here at $5.26 in what's that, June? Yeah, June, for Chainlink. What could also happen is we might retest the previous resistance of the channel down pattern here, of the blue channel down pattern here. And I talked about this several times before, because this was a channel down pattern that we were in, and we broke out of it just like you were supposed to do out of a channel down pattern, but you could still come back down and retest that top level as support and come back up from there. So this could potentially be your low here sometime in November, below $5, let's say $4.70, $4.80. That is also a potential play, but regardless, $7, $9, $10, $6, this is very cheap for Chainlink in my own personal and humble opinion. I do have a big stack of Chainlink. Well, big stack, probably not as big as compared to some other whales, but I'm no whale by any means. If you want to get all of my buy alerts and exclusive podcasts, feel free to check out my Patreon down below in the description. And yeah, Chainlink is something that is very cheap right now, and I think if you're dollar cost averaging at these levels in 2 years, you're going to see a very, very nice price appreciation. So if we take a look at this Fibonacci retracement that we have based off of the swing high in November or May 2021 and the May 2022 low, you have the 1.618 target at $231, which from where we are right now, that's a clean 3,450% trade. And I think that's quite quite the trade to make in 2 years. So if you want to be patient and you want to get rewarded for your patience, I think Chainlink is one of those projects that will deliver. And also a very important support level here at $5 roughly. So this is something that we could retest if Bitcoin starts crashing back down to $12,000, which by all means could happen right now. Maybe Binance chooses to go after some other centralized exchange, and we may see one of those drama TV shows playing out again in the crypto world. So by all means, we can have this large capitulation to $5, maybe even below that, and from there we could see a very quick recovery. So these highs that we printed here, as you can see throughout 2020 and 2019, these were major resistance levels that we broke in July of 2020, but we haven't retested them back as support. So that's why I'm saying we could potentially drop all the way back there, because I bet you there are a lot of people holding buy limit orders at these highs. So you just want to be ahead of them, and you want to make sure your orders get filled before theirs fill, because the point is they want to fill their orders before your order gets filled so that they can start pumping the price and you're basically left with your cash. That's why you want to have your buy limit orders set up slightly above the support level so that when the price comes back down, your order fills up, the price reverses, and the people down here aren't going to get filled because, well, you were smarter. That's how it works. So that's just something to keep an eye on. And let's switch over to the daily RSI. As you can see, we ran into the white resistance trend line that I had for quite a while. We did have a little fake out above it, but still this was a good opportunity to take some profits. And as you can see, we went all the way back down to the white support trend line. This is playing out perfectly, to be honest with you. Like, all of my RSI support levels on multiple different altcoins are playing out pretty good. I'm surprised how well they're holding up. So we're bouncing off of this support trend line once again. Obviously, there is a chance that we might drop down if Bitcoin has another capitulation. So we might do something like this and come back down, and there's going to be a resistance level. But that's all speculation at this point. For now, this level held. This was a good buying opportunity, still is a good buying opportunity. So yeah, if we may see a little relief rally from here all the way to the yellow resistance trend line, that could be a good point to take some profits maybe, because we've seen that level retested as resistance multiple times within the past 4 months. And yeah, so that's regarding the daily RSI. If we see a strong move to the upside and we get overextended above the index of 70, you all know what to do there. That would be a good area to take some profits if you're looking to maybe sell or take some profits or get out of the project altogether, whatever suits you. And let's switch over to the Binance chart as well. Switching over to the weekly here, a bit of a different structure we have. So actually, Chainlink is very bullish on the weekly chart, and let me tell you why. So not only did we retest this red resistance trend line, right? So we went and retested that, and we went all the way down 39%. We retested that level in June, in August, and in November once again, and we got sent back down. We're losing the support of the red ascending triangle, but what we're doing here, if you pay attention to the light blue trend line, is that this was a very important resistance level for us, and we managed to break above it here in November, and now we're coming back down for the back test of support, and potentially this could be our bottom here, because you're doing something very bullish. You're breaking out of a major diagonal resistance trend line, multi-month resistance trend line. You're coming back down for support, and from here, by all means, you could see a very strong impulsive move to the upside, retesting $12, $13 before having a move back down, potentially to maybe retest this red trend line here at $10, $9, and continue on the uptrend from there. That's also a very real possibility. So all I'm saying is, if we see a quick reversal in the crypto markets within the next couple of weeks, don't be surprised if you see something like this. And that doesn't mean we're out of the woods yet. We need Bitcoin to print our signals telling us that we are out of the bear market. And for now, that's going to be, at least for us, we at least need to break $30,000, 28, I would say 12,800 for us to be bullish, because we need to break the previous 2021 low, the summer low. We need to break that as resistance for Bitcoin. But until then, altcoins are good to dollar cost average in. We're dipping our toes into this support block here from $6.22.5 to $5.34.5. We had a nice move down there. Potentially we could see another wick down. So make sure you have your buy limit order set up as well. That's going to be pretty important. And yeah, keep in mind of this $5 to $4.5 support level here at the that we printed in 2019 and 2020. Well, those were resistance levels. Now it's flipped to support, so pay attention to that. And taking a look at Chainlink on the weekly, obviously we saw this perfect breakout from this falling wedge, backtest of support, another resistance level created. We didn't quite retest the red trend line here, which I was expecting to happen, to be honest with you, but we got sent back down, and I don't know where we're going to land here. Hopefully we don't come back lower than this here, but if that happens, that would mean that Chainlink is extremely oversold, and you would be stupid not to dollar cost average at that point, but I just don't think that's going to happen, right? So pretty much everything has happened up until this point. We've seen all sort of companies get liquidated, and they went broke. So right now there are very few things that can drive the price back to $12,000, and if that happens, I bet you that's your best opportunity to get into Bitcoin and altcoins, and I'm going to be doing just that. So the stochastic on the weekly is starting to recover slowly but surely. Once you see yourself back above the index of 80, that's going to be a nice opportunity to take some profits. The weekly MACD is still very bullish since our bullish cross in July. The moving average has just started curling down just a little bit, but keep in mind this is a confirmation indicator and we're still sort of in a flat here. So the MACD isn't very useful in these sort of flat areas where you're going sideways in a crab market. So we'll see until we start pumping. That's when the MACD is going to be a bit more useful. But that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If I missed out anything important, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to check out my Patreon down below, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.